Hello, it's Nadia from Molten Imaginings and welcome to another video. Today I have got a little parcel, a present. This is something I have seen a lot of and you will know it is from the title of this video, so let's just open it up. This is doing a lot of shining. This is a beautiful wax stamping kit. I've got a little brass stamp and this is the heating thing. You put your little spoon over the candle which sits just underneath. And this is for making little decorative stamps, and I know it's not directly related to the encaustic wax, but I've got so many of these little pieces that are lying loose. I thought it would be a great way to use them up and make a little decorative addition to maybe some of my paintings. I've seen videos of this in the context of journaling, and I'm very into journaling, but I'm probably going to use it with my paintings. Previously on this channel I collected all my little pieces of gold wax and melted them all together. I had used the hot plate and a little glass dish before, but this kit contains its own special, what would you call it? It's almost like a Bunsen burner because you put the candle there and it burns and it melts. I didn't need to get this because I've got things like my hot plate and the iron could do the same job, but I wanted to get the full kit. There were so many beautiful designs to choose from. I just got this very simple flower design and I think it's really cute. Oh my god, look how fast that is melting! As you can see, this is very nearly melted. There's one tiny piece of the blue still in there. That melted so fast. This flame is very hot and the metal is very thin, and that's exactly what you need for doing this. There we go, the last piece of blue is just melting into the mixture. This is silver and blue. I'm gonna pour it. Whoa! Shit! I did not expect that. Wow. That is so perfect. It's the wax card is very shiny and smooth, so the molten wax slipped a bit. So I'm just going to let that totally dry. As you can see, it's still a bit shiny here and not dry totally. But that came out so clear and perfect. Isn't that just absolutely fantastic? So that was my test, and I've still got a little piece of silver wax in here. I think the idea was maybe I should use a little less wax. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of this blue and kind of rub it on the edge, since this edge is very hot. It'll just drip down into the bowl, I'm thinking. And then I'll get a very small amount of wax. I'm using a larger block for that actually. So you can see it's melting. Hopefully not dripping down the other side. I've got a much smaller portion of wax here, and I can see if I can make a slightly smaller seal. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh wow, that's so different. I did not expect that. That is really cute and different. I'm going to do a totally blue one now. I'm going to use rather a lot of the blue wax. We'll just do the whole bowl. This is so hot. It's almost bubbling, it's melting so fast. I've never seen this with anything else that I've melted. Right, this is definitely ready. It's starting to smoke. I did one here without filming it, but it didn't turn out very well. I'm just going to turn this upside down, and so I've got room to pour here. I'm not using all of the wax. The secret, I think, is to leave this until the wax totally sets and then remove it. And I'm taking that off there because it's smoking like heck. Oh, and the thing comes away so clean. That didn't look as good because there's less of the silver in it and the pattern doesn't show up so well. It's still really nice though. After doing a few more off-camera tests, it's time to paint an encaustic wax picture, including a wax seal. I start off with a nice simple blue sky. This is just a very simple basic landscape just to see how this technique will work. And once I've got the sky down, I then go in with the mountains, which are a nice brown, and I do a few layers of mountains to add a little bit of depth to this piece. and after I've done that, I'm just doing very basic foreground technique with some green wax and just building up the layers of this piece. Once I have finished the basic painting, I then get out the candle and set out the seal making station. I love the ambience that the candle creates. Once I've got my little spoon on the holder, I then have to give it a small clean from the last time I tried it. And it's got some red wax in there, as you can see. I just take a tissue once it's heated slightly and clean the hot wax off. The colours I am going with again are just the blue and silver, which I find work really well, and I'm just going to take some small pieces of silver. I've got lots of small pieces of silver lying around. However, for the blue, I am taking a piece that has been very much used and it is full of holes from where I have taken the stylus to it, so there's not very much wax, more hole than wax, so it's quite easy just to break in half with my fingers. Because the wax is taking a little while to dissolve and melt, I take the end of the match I used to light the candle with and just give it a little stir. That makes sure all the wax is broken down properly. Once it is all fully melted, then I just very carefully pour it into the left hand corner of this painting. And I place the seal over the wax and let it sit until the wax is fully hardened, then removing it to reveal the seal. This could have turned out a little better. I feel that it needed maybe a little more silver to define it. However, I then go back into the painting and add a little bit more foreground detail with the dark blue wax. This just ties it all together, I feel. The final touch is adding one more drop of molten silver wax to the seal. Thank you very much for watching.